Yabashasia His Excellency Awula John Dramani Asankusu Mahama Ghana Mampanyi 1st July abosomen so day dikan no ebeya omanyi nyina mpa ebo kese da Sanson yabetwa so nyina hini nano sama esi ho ma nipa ba akoto anana no wonse do a ebi mo prepra no Asante Mountain Police mpanyifo commander dimu akote so ombehwe na wonni a wodi se nyamran nsam no no hyehyɛ ase no wakire won na ya to aso konsem fufuro mu ora Kennedy akomprako Japan 1 million Ghana cedis odi ama MPP so mu opposition sabre wo mu ensom na wo mu fani djuma na ya kwa mananensem Vatican ewo Italy Rome make say eho aye butu esanse pope nkronkroni atwa nananom ewo nsiadu na yie eguso ewo ho yedi aseda emma dwumaku efre Express Group omo na akwantu nsem wodi si wan konkon ehwe se ni nyina abekọ yie na watimi etu kwan ebra wunya asem bia ukọ Germany UK Australia babia akobia no obebo woye ticketing woye booking enso international examination apesa wotre IELT GRE GMAT eni ni nuanom obebo ama watimi atro na watwa 055 5550067 0249 000448 amamre Piesie dwumadi a yede eba se unum da nsuo mu bro kotegoro unum adoasa ni nyina no bra na be kire anwensem paninsem atoma nkomasem na unum ka bra na beje form 50 Ghana cedis na kansi no wabeka ho bi obeni e de car ene noma pi ena atoso a onso obeji na wode akọ ana afre 059 170 7983 059 170 7983 promise eba ebibidro ahodo otombi ewo ho Oyerepa TV abresan yase he ya se wode ko malaria honam tutu waposo no waposo ema wa hoden ebi ewo ha obenya bi ato 0535 544681 0535 544681 memma munyina adwo piem medin edi Piesie Lardi ensam no enchiremone Yeshensam no ase every His Excellency Awula John Dramani Mahama Ghana Mampanyi akache na meka say ene day wodi atudwa say 1st July mosomen soni da edikan ye Republic Day no ebe Thanksgiving ena ase som ene ayeye nwom da ama oman nyine sanse asomdua ye nyen oman no ma wodi akotene ewo mu awurade ama ye nkwan eni kwanse etoto na sekra yemfa seda ema onyankropon
Sani nhoma ahodo a esuma ahodo didi wonjuma ewo wiase nyina ase ese wankwatiri asem no amfa anyehwe no aka hu bi ama Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama nei e de ababatuja se July die dikan ne ya de a mamu ni nyina e de besi wo e de abompa ye e de aseda amatwe di am mampani Mahama nkase mu wa opa planning committee a onyanfo ebizefu yanka bedano na o chim se empepenso o maya beduru ni adoya obade a de adum ye hu akunya pa se mamu ni We've gathered
here today as a nation united by faith, hope, and a shared destiny to inaugurate a sacred initiative that reflects the soul of our nation. In an era that is marked by division, disaster, and despair, Ghana remains, by the grace of God, an oasis of peace, stability, and spiritual unity. Ladies and gentlemen, this peace is not accidental. It is the result of committed leadership, communal resilience, and above all, the steadfast prayers and supplications of a faithful nation. We're gathered here today to inaugurate the National Prayer and Thanksgiving Committee, a dedicated body tasked with coordinating a national day of reflection, thanksgiving, and prayer. This is not merely a ceremonial gesture. This is a deliberate and solemn recognition that our national journey must be grounded not only in our economic plans and our political reforms, but also in spiritual discipline and divine direction. As the Bible reminds us in Psalm 127, verse 1, it says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it." And likewise, the Holy Quran teaches us in Surah Ashura 42, verse 30, that whatever misfortune befalls you, it is because of what your hands have earned, and He pardons much. These sacred words from both books of Scripture remind us that without God's guidance, our best efforts may fall short. 1st July has long symbolized Ghana's attainment of status as a proud and sovereign republic, and is popularly called Republic Day. Today, we give it a new meaning, designating it also as a day on which Ghanaians across faiths and generations will pause to give thanks, to intercede for the nation, and to seek divine wisdom for our collective future. Our development as a nation must rest on a foundation of faith, morality, and accountability. If we are to conquer the many challenges confronting us, like unemployment, economic hardship, moral decay, environmental degradation, we must do more than just debate and legislate. We must also pray. We must humble ourselves before God and commit our plans to Him.
Na yenko atwuma mponua nyinahini arawo sama asi wo pinche ba yenam soma nipa ba kwato nanane bonse de binum prepra no Asante Mantam Police Commander DCOP Emmanuel Taikujo de Horning ama won mo yesa ne se woni sojafo ebe kan bo na woni o yesa no ageni arena ata abaduba odi won akomrem
adia be enye ebusuankro ebusuanu kwa na ato mo enye nyinahini kro nso na ato mo Ghana man nyina obi obeti sa asem ya be de de ene onye Ghana ni ana se abadaye enini mu eba asa nso IGP ofrem eno ka che me say de bia ye de san krofo yi bring them to justice ye be to sa anamoni enti se ohun ye ho a enye be different apart from we ensuring that justice is served. Na sa onua ni pakro na odi sa asemboni ona adwumaboni ye be make sure say with the collaboration of the military we will get him out. We enye monia yemfa we would hang it on the neck of the military. He is an individual who did this criminal activity, and we'll fish him out and definitely assure the good people of Nyinahini, any Ebusian say, we would go all out to ensure that justice is served. Oyeganeni, Oyegana Maidishe, and Etuna Atuye Nyina, enti wedi asida, suna mdema nana, say basa no, or timi a containing situation no, ama sese no, bibia ededi, emide, so say also better echi, na yoko Ebusian fee, enti in Krakakra Mede Bani say the police service will do all that it takes to ensure that justice is served. Tinana.
Ora Kennedy akompreko e Japan sika 1 million Ghana cedis ama MPP amanyoko no se e kakakra wo ho onfantua kana fema wonma hoode fi se opposition mu no no yi no ntimi fantoto norma na 2028 abaye beto no so omatimi enya bibi egina so.
MPP will come back to power unless we are united. And I repeat, even if you bring Jesus Christ, without unity, we cannot win election. So I'm of the opinion and the firm belief that with unity, we'll be able to win 2028. I didn't come here to win, but because you raised it. You see, when you want peace, two things that you need to ensure peace and unity is fairness and justice. Without fairness and without justice, it will be very difficult to get everybody on board. So I'm pleading with you, executives, to stand firm. I know pressures all over, but a situation where you have members of parliament, party executives, openly endorse a candidate, but when the others go to endorse one candidate, they ask them to go to disciplinary committee. They call and threaten. No, General, I still stand for peace. Well, let me give you one example. The Kumasi incident. When I was there, can you believe that the MPs who were with me, they call and threaten them?
Sikaya ode ama MPP amanyoko no nam so ema amanyoko no twrefo ora Justin Kodri anasem okan se kai ko keri wa yade afri se wa ye bia ye bia nye ne nko a ota aboa party no e wo sikasem no wada na se ama amanyoko no.
So it goes without saying that we all believe in oneness, and we want the party to win at the general elections. We see you as a formidable force to make this happen. So we are all available to support anything that will champion the cause of the party. And I know you have the party at your heart. There's no doubt about it. We shall continue relying on you to support, project the party so high that come the election day, there'll be no doubt as to whether we shall win or lose. We are going to win. I believe strongly that we are going to win. So we welcome you to the headquarters, and we continue to rely on your moral and other support forms to ensure that we win power.
Let us all understand that no matter what, we are one family. And I love when you went to Kumasi to make donation at the Central Market. He said one thing, that unity is what will prepare us to win 2028 elections. And this should be the mantra, this should be the message all of us should carry across. Where we sit as national officers, it's not easy, because everyone who comes here may have his or her individual interest. Sometimes in your attempt to stay neutral and make sure the right thing is done, people may misinterpret it to mean something else. But if you have the party at heart, you understand that no matter what, when the right time comes and the party open nominations, in MPP there will always be a contest. You can never prevent anyone from going to a contest. But at the end of the day, only one person will win. Let us be mindful, let us be decorous in our utterances, so that at the end of the day, when we open nomination, whoever wins, we will need everybody on board to come and rally behind the person for us to win the election in 2028. Our enemy is not among us. Our opponent is not among us. Our enemy or our opponent is the NDC. And our focus should be on them.
Oftentimes, when you are down and in need, and someone comes to your aid, it makes a huge impact. It is a fact that we are going through some challenges currently, and so this gesture of yours has come in very timely, and I'd like to thank you so much for this. You've been known to be doing these. I remember the bags of rice you donated to the party, rank and file. That was something the party should have done, but you came in to help, and it was substantial. Yemfree
NPP National Headquarters Mpenifo Akasa na Yemra Gomoa is Mensino Emo. Nemebro mo ho kyerɛ sɛ wo matena se den. Ensɛm bi hapa ne kyenye ho se ne de nsɛm asie mu. Won makwanye nsukrɔgye obenom den. Afei mpuntu abɔ won mo pa. Nti wo frempanifo Ghana ban obi biara ka bi ewo mu sɛ wontwamra emra won fam mabo afise ba easy ba. Enye easy emma won yaw edu ena ye mabunu na no ni anana no fo ne ba ko a wode nsɛm atudwa.
I think it's a great job. One from 1 or 2 years, but in the way to an more about office of parliament is a great job. Uncle Maya to train more say a foot to the edge more say a quanche away Jumana woped away Yamuno, I think Yanuaka. I make sure kind of fear console obeyenda. One so why Jumaka sepa because Obia in Shewon. Wetum at all constituency in identify electoral area by electoral area. Baby are challenges in Kakra. Baby are problem. There are challenges and then there are problem. Problem need to be solved. But challenges we need to find a way to deal with it. And I've received their report. I've acknowledged them for the good work that they have done. And the more important thing that we have to work together because ye pede gomwa obeye krabehwe ye ba bi na wa recommendation work around project medemensa kan ya tackling and I was telling them yes it's even more than what they have seen na say me ma bredu ma me ye MP sa be twemu kono so bia ye bi dama nka gomwa akwechi nti nyanyu obenanto na ya hwe dem wo ye nso obey and to do that you have to bring all the youth on board na bi ho ebe ye nchechira ye de ba mom ebe ye conferences ebe ye forum ye nyom be di nkomo ya chechom ama bilmu nso a the lazy hand ono nya hwe de bi oto nya adwuma na through that no yetume nye baby a ye de on be hihye na de nti they are welcome. I'm happy that they've come to visit me.
And also school challenges. My friend, your school constituency no muina. My friend, they lack schools. They lack chairs. Our butumina question the award. Into so yet in team krata or yen report no muya dabre your honorable member. And other some other petty challenges our constituency na. Yet in team ni na is dabre your honorable member of Gomwa is there. Untuana mon na. Challenges be all honey nala on shade of busu anokana one hour team to be a hotel. In kind casacro pine or ye damn passy. The saddest thing I share as constituency in there. This year gas out when coachy and territory or damn passy. To the extent that we about to one polling station or damn passy. Say, you know, you're to a bow, gas out so to a bow.
Ekubia from GRPS, a Generation Rights Protection Society. Omotre krata koma police one crime say one person we demonstration efa galamsia ekoso ewo meyi emu. Enu mu no kire say police for the omote ya ne say osama wo mo wode wo mo court na make say Accra High Court wa dismiss asem kire say wa bo police for wo mo nsaman no wo de court no ato agu sisei nkrofo no demo no ombeko.
GRPS omo yam adwe so ombaye demonstration etia galamsey a ekoso omai mu nti omo try kwama police for e de omo ba court so omo mpene omo ye demonstration ene group aba court ama omo kwan say omo tumi ye mle bia etie say o say omo ye demonstration nti sisi ano court ama omo kwan say demonstration na omo plan ni omo etumi ye
na for when you symbol a kire say said ye na no mo ye na no ni kobna boni de 10 me adi nya fa ahodie omo di akukuduro nyansa nimdie ekoye agifa ahodie ma ye kwame nkromọ mbeka ho akoje sa akokosa mo sa na se mimi no mienu aduru me ne woso dia esu ye bi eto aso na no ani asase no ene police na me kwan se yenkoye demonstration in fact o muni tumi kura so mgase o mu sie kwan court pe na wo sa tumi no ye ba ye nso asem no court no afa sekan watetim watwam wato atwene ba bi o say asem no has been struck out in the police for you mo kasa na ye ka kire obi ase ajuada 2 p.m. enye MPP sem enye NDC sem betie me MPP ni mapa but the record shows that time ma ban e wo so mo nyina mu di adanse me ne kwame apia ku biye ogina me che menua ye fa tuo eto ye kon e ko tano no mire tano anua e ko chesi ye che China for the buy. It tells you how patriotic we are when it comes to the fight against Galamsey. It's ye na kufa do penso na ye dia ye no mama penso and bibia sign and ye rajo mama near time war and ye this in your time war. The moment we are fighting for a greater cause for the next generation. It's a 2 p.m. sharp. Obiam funny in the boot lazy. Na member ni lazy t-shirt and so be available and for baba GBA. Na mo nyina mo ye nante we no nye ayi nyomto jamboree. We nya kaka bia arewo mu solemn moment. Ye the candles beba wo ban for candle kura. Nebra ni nyina yenkoye wura John Dramani Mamba before that ye begina police headquarters. Ni abusa IGP say ono na ye the chief enforcement agent of the nation. Eti na police ye dia kan dia mamu so munko fight Galamsey. Na still amuntimi fighting. Ono ma ya answer we are. Na fe ya to so call eye oplemu no ankasa o ye wura John Dramani Mamba e Flagstaff House animu a commander in chief of the republic on the hwe soldier force so ye ne betena ho ama ade ache. From 2 p.m. the bedamua madiache. Niasa demua madiache. Niasa demua madiache na so nya asem papa bi ka kire dia e bia e be soro wo. No bo anya bibia nka nkire ya abatan apemfo omo omuwo kidney diseases and ye bedawa for be 1 month. Said the yellow demonstration wo boye no France e di nya afa wodie.
Yenyina enkraimantam hware wosam free domia bra. Gan South Municipality Krosini mu eba ene se Domiabra ni denchirafo omodi abachire mu dendenden a enya asam getoa eye mentiase ne pupo twede ahyentomam ena ekoso ne nyina afa ensasesem ehu
no na ya mpase ashale di squad na ba omo ne nkura na ekun kitase kan kontiba ni unyemeniema nti akire no musa akoye omusa ba bi omo ba no fe de etu ni de omo ba ne de omo si free cam a obi a mba na wo ho market nim ene unyemeniema ni nyina omo tututu direct straight chese enya de kitwa mba no obi adwane ye obi eni wo ogina ye obi adwane ye matuo no kra ma bi ko ball ba ku sire mu ema ndra na ye fast esa rush ne de he den eko kolebu ema mo ko hwe no me no ka se kra no wo no ma ye den omo hwe na omo hwe se kwa omo fa so mbeji bullet na den efio enti ye no ye ni danchira de anka entokwa bia ni ye ntemu so de wi asisi ana omo ye no ye ka omo panyifo ne se omo dom ni asem so enkra no aye se sisi anu kru no omaji kru no wo mo papa mo nsem ti de omo papa mbeka no omo mfa nya adwuma ti ye pese ye sere omo se omo ti a ye sere omo so omo ne omo ma ne nkasa ye de ye mpese ye no omo benya basabasa bia ye pese ye nka bu ti se domia brada nchira sisi akru no abomu awie danchira ba domia bla eko emba no wale wo ho be hom be man so wale wa enti ye mpese ya ni obi abenya issue bi anti no kakra me wo ka kire impanyifo no se ye sro mo ye de ye mpese ni obi abenya ntokwa na ye so ye mpentokwa wo domi abla ha ba bia danchirafo no so mu didi ko no ye sro mo mu didi nko ye so ye ni se ba bia ye didi ko no ye be didi akọ kakra me wo ka kire no nipa mo prepra o mes ye be 5 so the two kan no the nipa ba ko nkaifo no mu dwane yo mo de mba ba ni yi brobro mo ne de o meye 5
anapa we na minimi bra yeko kaswa na ka bi private car kana ekitano liquid ba we so we nim de o si yan to oil bi agumuna so non stop de agina no ma bra na boys bi ba ho say ana dina mpanyfo say akora omo ye ntoko komo ana yentumi stop om ka chom say yenim nti se bibina ya omunya abotre no mu di sika ba pa anu ya problem no ansana ya dware akọ di aja ye ka no kwapo odo ma bra
Yankon fifi mantem chufu eti mokwa mensin no emo na de His Excellency Awula John Dramani asankusu mahama boni din so onye DC wo ho ene owura Isaac Yosen meka se won ma gina tom se DC enipa aduasa enson ene toma nipa mienu pe anase vote no mienu pe ene se kire se omodo no wa hyebo se obebe se won ma kwan suku adan ne de mampuntu eba bia bakro no mu mpotem ho no mu ama won puntu ayemu
the maximum American is ya ba for say ye be boa any asem mesin be kan bom ye de impuntuo ayejo o man pani abeka ne Cape during his thank you talk for Central Region so to for timu kwa to Praso Road and Cape Coast Road no omo mo de ne we ya man then na me mesi catch pani this war council of state war ye nyara biji to anamo akohu minister of roads and highways na wa boa ye bo sha wa hye so obi sha obo na we ndi ekira ahwene ana ne sanka na so nwe kofi ti ebedi ekire na ya papa John Dramani Mahama ni fie na ne beso na bo sha o hye ye say efitu Praso ekọ eye Cape no na wotwa ama o hye galamse no ehase efi ye na nanom abreso na omo nye no wonsuo yosnas DC memfo aso say ye galamse wonsuo o man penisa o this a great service centers at the Baba various district level or the who academy at the Baba. Why you say we need to but support with a
how about Kupana say a young man pimping a coin ever for so ever rich ye communities are a bimben it do baby and not your how a woman say nan send dear about a local government they don't provide a motorbikes. Na the only mind for the same no cause do na the class say see how the way the mestre a minister or local government say ba say omo procure na so omo motorbikes that on members are omo hwe de e wa honoden kakra moto a yebetimi e dia kwa empasua so yebetimi aboa empempi ne de aye ba ne de aye na assembly say omo ye jan gijem yenso adwuma no ye pa o Oba assembly a year, a human Cassiana Geneso, a Kaya Bo, Jumedia Yedu and Peswaso, ye shall say, Bibia Beko Kama, O and Peswaso, and so I am not quite a infant in his country.
Achoma wabi just south and Rasaba Jenny and Mammy Shelley, na Nipakobi almost from Mudono, one from friends of Shelley, one more Aquaquaya Adre Ama Cherub's Orphanage, a young cafe. Omuchese mutum dan wa shini mutum onipa nua eni nipa
Friends of Shali Kumei ekasa chemu se ewiase nipa nya se wanya bia buso anase wadidi amen amabiaka ena wose wotwa wani kwahwe mmofra won mo ewo nyanka fie no enu nti won besere wo wonsam ewo bie ene wo kakra bia obedie no wobetimi a na wonsa ama wonsa adu mmofra no eso won mo densem wetu dwa bra wo ikeka wonsa se ebepie mmofra won mo ewo Cherub Children's Home a ewo Santase agogo se won mo ebeye omumwa eniama otimi edeba ene bi eye ndokodoko nsa entade ene afofropia na ho sei ena omde tudwa
ya sisi ya hono ye hu sei bia se wa se wo boa obia na Bible sei nyamsompa so bi behwe nyanka ne ekunafo ti etena ase ne yesi ne ya for freedom awiase nyina enti ye beba na ya behu enyanka e wo hanso ne ya ma omani agi esanse wo muso ye yemma enti ye ba ya man bonesu ye ba na ni gie so se ye be ma ye mane nanam nom so eni agi ti ye ba ya kakra bia once na ni bi crop sa ni nsem enti kakra ye dia be ye de bra ye ne ye mane abusia nyina se be ya ni bagie ye ka me se de wanya bia Bible si ni unua nche enti obi bia e ka na koma ana obi bia kitwa bia nsa Ipanifo kan yesi usro ayem ade ketua ma wo baye manyuno obi biara mra wo mra mehwese de nkola no wa ha ye panyina oda wa no wa ye bi wa ye nyame so adwuma to obi biara so meboa se de beye na o man Ghana ye nyina ye bedi ye
ni da so ohomam mmom ba mu nkoso nyere mu ho na munye gidie se da achi pa ohomam na munyere mu ho ensu ade na akopon enhira mu ne daakye so honya ama benyinya panyimpa.
Eno akyi no na empenfo a wɔn yɛ adwuma wɔ Child Children's Home ne baako nso gyina mmɔfra ne nyinaa nam adi ase da Piesie ma Friends of Shari Woman no.
Management ne board of trustees and mu ne nkra ne nyinaa de Nyankopɔn di adam nyinaa wase wɔ adɔyɛ fɛfɛ wɔn bɛyɛ ama yɛ nua no mo Child Children's Home Santase Apre. Nyankopɔn hyɛ mu nyinaa ɔnyɛ makoma so adeɛ ma mo. Baabi bia mu yi fie bia Nyankopɔn ɔnhyɛ wo ma. Bible say nhyɛ no de ɔdwe mu broni ho na de he de mu so frɛ no a ɔbɛgye mo so. Ɛda bibia mbɔkɔ mu koto bia ne bia mbɔ mpa yɛ bia no. Nyame hwɛ adɔyɛ so ɔmfa nkae mo. Nyankopɔn hyɛ mu nyinaa ɛda wase.
Zani kaso yenko edwaso enkra efri IMF eba ekyerese kaso be de daddy Isaac ana report ya efri IMF yi o kyerkyerem.
International Monetary Fund ade atugo akyerɛ sɛ hyehyɛ ahoro ne sɛde awiase ewim sakrai ahoro ɛkɔso no ɛyɛ ade a ewiase nkabom sikasɛm ɛbɛkɔ fam kakra saa nso na aman bi ɛte sɛ Ghana ɛnso no inflation ɛbɛtumi akɔsoro.
Enormous uncertainty, increased volatility, and that I think is something that will dominate for many of the emerging markets. So when we're looking at our assessment, we are actually downgrading the emerging market economies for 2025 and 2026. Most of them, some of them may, as I mentioned, benefit, but overall as a group they're downgraded. Why? Well, because they're also very plugged into the global supply chains. The uncertainty is leading to a pause in investment and activity, and they're going to suffer from the decline in demand for the products. Assessment is that it's going to be negative. We have a box in our report that looks at the long-term impact of the tariffs if they're maintained. And it is negative for all regions, just like the short-term impact. So we're seeing a negative impact in the short term, in the medium term, in the long term. Again, there are nuances. Some countries might benefit depending on the particular configuration of tariffs, might benefit from some trade diversion, but the broad picture is it's negative for the outlook. Now, and I will end with that, our forecast for 2025 is slightly higher than OBR's forecast. Some of this has to do with some of the underlying monetary policy assumptions. For the UK, the bank, our assumptions for this year is that there are going to be 4 cuts through the year. 1 cut already happened. We expect 3 more.
IMF Chief Economist Perry Oliver Corinchas and other Samahuri Ninara Etugwa Ewo IMF Spring Meeting ending Erekoso Ewo Washington DC.
Some countries might benefit depending on the particular configuration of tariffs, might benefit from some trade diversion, but the broad picture is it's negative for the outlook. Global trade is going to be significantly affected. The particular configuration of trade, which bilateral trade flows are going to be affected versus others, that will depend on the final landscape in terms of tariffs. So we can anticipate that there will be much lower bilateral trade under either the reference scenario or the April 9 between the US and China. And that is weighing down on global trade growth. This is weighing down on global trade generally. The interesting development is what does it mean for emerging markets? And you're right to point out that in the past, when dollar would strengthen, that would not necessarily be good news for emerging markets because they have dollar-denominated debts, so that increases their liabilities and the pressure on them to service those debts, and that can lead to some tightening of financial conditions. So we're not seeing that right now, and so that's a plus. The flip side of this is, of course, the appreciation of some of these emerging markets' currencies means that they are also losing a little bit on the competitiveness side. So there's maybe something that is a bit easier on the financial conditions, something that is not as easy on the trade side.
Yejirawe so na yatwa ho akofa ya boafo nkrato abaye ba yebeko agopramaso ni akofa sports.
Abusuafo yesan ema makwaba enwumere nso ensem a yaboaboa no se agudie mu nsem ye de sommo ewo kase bono eso Africa under 15 schools soccer competition no ene semi-final games eba so Ghana mrantie no ene mabawa no omu games ne ba so your results ewa hakwaku danso wakasa after games eno etumi etojo ekọ Ghana Premier League ni mu a weekend week 29 matches ebaso coaches no edin komo edefa omu games ebaso weekend midin edi Solomon Carter yeshase edi a free Africa under 15 schools soccer competition eno eguso ekoso ewon kran na semi-final games no ebaso na Ghana under 15 team no Tanzania eshe kabako ayentumi ante ena under 15 girls mabawa na fem no Ghana eshe South Africa Kamiens sama timu bakunti no emano a qualify eco final nemum emema ne de Tanzania yi omo afrimo a wo mo entumi an qualify enrem final nimu na kwaku danso oda emema team na no ena de tudwa se ne de nyamienum ne kreni enya de anema ekoyi edema ne team no.
Very badly. We couldn't find our feet. During the first half, we couldn't find our feet. So it's very disappointing. No,
probably you guys couldn't work on it.
Not all the 3 games, because if you remember our first game, we used the 5 minutes to score the first game. And it was a 90, so it wasn't all the 3 matches.
Okay, coach. We did
panic. And through him that the goal was scored. And time wasn't on our side because we are playing 20 minutes each. So if you delay in substituting that player, it can cost you another goal. So that's the reason why I decided to substitute. Why not? Because, as I said, this is a bad day. Today, it was very bad. And it hasn't happened to our team. So we move on from that. I've told them we have another match to play. That's the 3rd place. So they should psych themselves up. And then it happened in football. So it happens. So they should psych themselves. And from here, I'm going to talk to them. And I think they'll be ready for the next match.
Championship na yerem ewo Ghana Premier League ni mo nyame ya adomo akwasiada Kumasi Asante Kotoko ene Adriana Stars ebo we week 29 Karim Zito ebo ne first game ede ama Asante Kotoko na watunsa ede afra Asante Kotoko achitafo no osi we de ya desede semo amba ene ma be dene ede ama Kotoko team ni ntikwasiada ohwe ni mu se Kotoko achitafo no ebeba agoprama so abe support Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Coaches come and go, players come and go. Asante Kotoko is there. It's for us. What I say, it's not only I play Kotoko. Papa has, mommy has. 95% of my family, me mommy knew has. Me did deep aquatic because Kotoko time na no. So I've named my children according to where I was before I born them. So he is Kotoko, but he is Sasofo. So Omomra. Team Nunya Yadia, and Yami Media, you na your Kabumana, and they should come. I don't know, a chance we are muy, woman with them and a bebaso. So when the old giants are, it's not writing. Please, Uko Europe now, Uko African Arab from now, almost give the crowd. Won't say, you better go as a club, one archer. Because of the love they have for God.
Ye free Karim Zito aswe Bibiani Gold Stars Tema Omni Vision FC ena airboy. They say Gold Stars ena league table no womo edasro Obin Hamza assistant coach Edema Vision FC ena ose ekwanya Gold Stars epe league na jenebema game womo ni omo bonebe edene edi amomo.
Well, I think we have a very tough match against the Gold Stars. We all know they are top on the league table, of which they are aiming to win the league, and also we are also planning very well. I mean, to sustain our position, which is being in the league. It's a very tough match, and this week we've been training hard, and the intensity of training too is very high. And I believe in my guys, whatever they are being taught at training, I think they are adhering to it, and hopefully we are going to take the maximum 3 points. That's the needed thing for now. Well, I think I should say it has been very difficult winning games in our home match. matches. But things that we've done this week, I know the boys are taking it very well, and we believe in them and whatever they are being taught and trained. Hopefully, we are going to take the maximum 3 points, of which we know this is our destiny, and we need not to go do anything apart from taking that 3 points. So any system that we are going to deploy in winning the match is what we have been taught and training for.
Yejina so na ye de agudie mu nsem ese anwumrei e wo kase bono eso ye twa ye ho ye ba entertainment news ebeto aso within the Solomon Carter.
Enigidie Kasiemo entertainment news na Stone Boy yehu video bi a trendy a woni Emmanuel Shei Adebayo a wo ye Togolese footballer na enwom no kire se enchekra Stone Boy wode enwom foforo ba bonte
Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy.
Na video bi trending na no Easter Stone Boy concert aiba so ewo edwoso no ababa bia ne phone ira ye no ba social media so dia betudwa say Stone Boy amani kani bi so mfankoto phone
and I just for say yentisa ana me boa obi di agro no obi ahwem ne phone ye de ko he anana ya asante wa kro na kasa ni o nana ya asante wa kro na me boa na iti na de na moye oba asa Bema kwa na ye bema sanka you say no lie ba wo ye wo ba na wo ye na say hey guy body e no kredi ene nyamesom wa usuro nyakopon usuro na nanu bia mesre wa sister hey sister girl because me to me jina ha ma na yes wo o ya say on sa phone ben 12 minutes say we had a metaphor from our Diago. Let's go.
Your point na ana me Stone Boy ana ka che the security guy back who say on my miska like on sort me out and see na menene ko na on sort me out to say I mean Yusufu na nye settings for on nye settings any she and I remember a video way for film and I just to clarify everything obi wo no ma onim dey say just saying anything I'll pay no the Stone Boy ma me ni agi enka enye like any person no kan nke tua enye on any responsibility say obi ba ni show a the phone e re so tua ma no because me hu bi
Ghana Afrobeat singer Kidi obi nim se oye de Ghana fi se wako Arsenal for wo home ground Emirates Stadium na ho no akodi di nkoma na nsɛmtwerɛfo di nachi na nsɛm ɔkan bi ne se enchekra wo the album eba abonten
right center.
What are you working on at the moment? What are you up to?
So I have my album coming out. Where do we go from here? You know, very soon I have a new single out with Black Sherry and Jackie and Chino. So it's out there. If you haven't heard of me, this is the first time hear of me. Go check it out. Go check my Spotify out. Kitty represents Ghana.
Amazing. You have so much going on. How do you manage to keep on top of Arsenal games? Like, do you kind of try and watch them when you're like on stage, like on the side?
I don't miss a game. I could be in the airport, 5 minutes to boarding on my phone.
Yanko amanane ensem emu Tundu Lissu waye opposition leader ewo Tanzania man mu ya kire no ameka se oni na chidifo bi e de won court.
Tanzania man bekoso October bosome no ensempi na na free mobile encheye kra opposition leader Tundu Lissu mpenifo chi no se okojina campaign platform so akoka nsem bia o share na chitafo kutupa se anya basabasa e wo manim eno achi no nkra bia ma free mobile chire mu a eye chede ma amanyekuo no deputy chairperson John Hecha ene general secretary John Manyika aposifo atimi achi sampanyifo ya wa bra no nso okọ campaign e wo Dar es Salaam eno mu ene nipa do e wo Tanzania memu kasa chiri se saa ne aban ye nyina eye hu no peso de to amanyekuo no so se be ye bedu so beto abakra na wanam so asa akodi nkunim ne nyina mu no Amnesty International wo Tanzania mema babonten abe condemn se suwa ekoso no kire se enya de ebu amaka bimam kebia memu ekoso kra nipa do e wo mani ehu abo mo yes anhwa ne nam so na basabasa ne ntokwa biem asa akosi e wo Tanzania memu a osra mansa kuba tan se onfo wano ento
Ewiase nyina ason ewo Rome, Italy, Vatican, Sisia Basilica. Every say Pope Francis make us say odampamu omanfo esu na wo hwe nani achi nkakra. Insa bredi enuanu Roman for Dominos Vobiscum et cum spirituto empire ene akwankwaja som ene oye no Basilica ewo Italy man mu.
Eja konkno Pope Francis a oda Roman Catholic asafo ano a na no doada opani to a no monsie do se ne amamre ne amane kire no empanifo aye nhyehyeye a se ye kase opani eda adakem ewo St Peter's Basilica ewo Vatican ani padodo na ehwe ne ne achi odomfo ya adom a ekira no pano ndu ena na eye dwumadie na nkasa ebehye ase enkra free Vatican e battery mu a akane Archbishop ano da Los Angeles Roman Catholic asafo ho ano Roger Mahoney ena mpenifo yi ne se obedi domanim no aye awufosom ama Pope Francis enkrantoka so chim se enam se ama mpenifo ahodo ene bishops ahodo nipa titru ene nipa ahodo nyina ebebe ye ne bienti no mpenifo de nhyehyeye piagu akwemu a ebi ne bambo ho nsem se ebe ya ekoba se edon bufa so na obi ahodo na ambulances ene jet ahodo na esi ho no ma se ntamaria so sankofo obetimi ahwe omo onam so frese obi bia ekoba se otimi bepimo Vatican na beboa me yajam eja konkro Pope Francis a obe comport ho na eja yatimi aye opani na yie efeso ye obi a otu ne hosi ho esom obo ade yie pa
Yede kase no ebesi hanum promise help abeto obi bidro ewa ha malaria treaty ne ha wo hututu yare bia ho dro ebi ewa promise help 05355446881 Express Group akwantuo ye wakono akwantuo ye wode ewo se wutu kwan kwa abuchire Germany oman be so Express Group ede obekọ odi dwuma no ache won ho ni asem sasa de oda no stro nyame pa estro ne ho international examination obebo amo atwero from 055550067 0249000448 amamre piesie yesi wunim anyonsem panisem ne adoma nkomasem nka wunim adoasa kete wunim bo wunim groden hiomu wunim ya be fa form a 50 Ghana cedis ye de car esiso ebia wona wobenya car no ana obeba Oyerepa FM ana radio ha from 059 1707983 059 1707983 Midi edi Piesie Lardi Dominos Vobiscum erade asomdwe nkan
TV Evening.